Hey, so the look I'm going to be doing today is kind of like a little cute, just pin-up, very classic, clean looking style today with a really nice, bright fuchsia lip. And if you'd like to see how I do this, stay tuned. Skinned, got some awesomeness going on my face right now. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with my E.L.F. It's a mineral face primer. I like this stuff. On the back of my hand, this stuff goes a long way. Feels very velvety. I'll take the remainder, put it on my gobbler. So I'm going to take my L'Oreal True Match, and my color is Porcelain W1 because I'm so white. So I'm going to take that and put that all over with a foundation brush. Alright, so I'm going to take some of my concealer. It's Fabulous Face. It's from Ulta. And the color is light, so I feel like this is a little too dark for me, but it'll do. So I'm just going to kind of dab that on my under eyes because I do have dark circles. So I'm going to take my Maybelline. It's a shine-free, just a loose face powder. And this is Light 01 because I'm light. And I'm going to shake that into the cap. Take a blending fluffy brush and buff it out on my face. So next I'm going to do my eyeshadow. So I'm actually just going to prime my lids with it's a Maybelline Super Stay 24-hour concealer, which I'm using as an eye primer. And this is the lightest color. Just going to dab that on and smooth it up. So next we're going to start off with the highlight eyeshadow, just really quick. Again, I'm taking it's a MAC color. It is Crystal Avalanche. It's just a basic shimmer white. And in this, you would want to use, if you have a darker skin tone, just any sort of like a vanilla toned, a cream colored highlight. So just highlight under the brow. I already look more awake. So I'm going to take that same, it's a fluffy brush, and add some of a, let's see, this is Maybelline Champagne Fizz, just a shimmery vanilla color. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on all over just your eyelid. And I'm going to take that just up into the middle corner too. And now I'm going to take a little bit of a round fluffier brush for my, it's Clinique, just kind of a simple brownish beige color. Just a really soft light brown to put in my crease. So take the fluffy brush and start out at the edge and just kind of work your way in the inside. See how smooth that is with most of the product on the outside, because that's where you want it to be the darkest. And then just kind of pull it into the middle with that vanilla and the Crystal Avalanche. Alright, so that's it. So basically the eyeshadow is done. It's really, really simple, really fresh, and classic. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to roll into the eyebrows because, Lord, I need some eyebrows. So I'm So I'm just going to take any sort of, this is a Jordana, just black, you know, standard. It's a little bit, it's not a smooth formula, so it goes on a little bit waxier, which is good for the eyebrows because my eyebrows actually sweat, so I don't want it to be moved around. So I'm just going to underline my eyebrows. Make sure your pencil's relatively sharpened. I could probably sharpen this one, but I'm not going to. But just underline your brow line. And I'm just going to go ahead and outline the top. So we're basically just outlining your eyebrows and then we'll fill them in later. So I'm just going to take an eyebrow brush, and it's got a lot of product all over it because this is the only thing I use it for, but kind of brush that out. See how much better that looks? A little more natural. So I think brushing it out really helps kind of move around that eyeliner too. So alright, so I'm looking a lot better. So what I'm going to do now next is the cream eyeliner. Comes with a little pot. Maybelline Eye Studio. Comes with a little brush. That's what I'm going to be using. Just going to take a little bit on that brush. Better use a little bit more than less because it's easier just to spread it around. And I always start at the middle and kind of work out and then work back in with whatever's left on the brush. And I always put more product on my brush when I go to do the wing because by that time I've used a lot of it, so I want that wing to be actually really black, not so gray. Alrighty, so that is done, both eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a black matte powder and I'm just going to actually set my eyebrows and then set the cream liner that I have on my top lashes. So I'm going to take a little fluffy brush that I actually cut at an angle. This is my favorite for my eyebrows. And take just a matte, you know, any matte sort of black eyeshadow and press that on. Alright, so the eyebrows are filled in, and now I'm going to take the same brush and just brush over my wings. Alrighty, so that is done. Now we're just going to move on to mascara. So I'm just going to use, it's a Clinique High Impact. I just have a little sample of it. I love it, Clinique. So I'm going to just vigorously put that on my lashes. Alrighty, so mascara is on. So next what I'm going to go and do is I'm just going to line my waterline with, it's a Jordana 12-hour made to last cream eyeshadow pencil that I'm just going to use on my waterline to brighten up my eyes a little bit. Alright, so that's done. Next, I am going to contour. So I'm going to be using, it's a Costal Scents 6 contour blush kit. And it looks like, this. So right off, I'm going to take an N Gold. You could either blush or it's really just a contour brush. And I'm going to take my white, because I'm really bright, I'm going to set that under my eyes. Alright, so I'm going to take that other tan color here next and run that under where I'm going to put the brown for my shadow, just to give it a little bit of a powder base to go on top of, so that I make sure that I can blend it as good as possible. This gives me a little bit of a color underneath too, which is always good. So I'm going to take this deeper brown shade, and this stuff a little bit goes a long way. It's very, very pigmented, so I'm just going to literally just randomly brush, give that a little blow, and just run that right along my cheekbones. I'm just going to kind of put on a decent amount, and then I'll go through and buff it out after. So then I'm just going to buff it out using big circles. And I like to add more product as I go. Obviously, don't put on a ton, and then decide that, you know, you put on too much. It's easier just to take a little bit, go a little bit at a time. And my jaw. It's an E.L.F blush, and it's very pink, very pretty, very summery. I'm not sure. It's called Pink Passion. That's what it's called. So I'm going to take it on the same brush and just apply it to the apples of my cheeks. Now this stuff is a little chalky, honestly, but it's pretty cheap, so I'm not going to argue. Just kind of build it up to whatever intensity you'd like. Just going to take another round, a fluffy brush, blush brush, and buffy the contours, layer that out again. Gosh, I wish my bangs are being so stupid today. Sorry, guys. Finally, I'm going to pop on some lip liner and lipstick. So I'm going to start off with it's a NYX, and the color is 816 Fuschia. So it's by NYX. Go ahead and line my lips. And I always suggest with using any sort of really bright lipstick that you line your lips first, because I cannot tell you how many times I have tried to put lipstick on and then it's like a really bright red which stains automatically, and I mess up and I have like this just like hue of red where I've had to like wipe it off a million times because I couldn't get it right. So please, Lord, use a lip pencil first. Really, really helps. I'm going to go ahead and fill in my lips. That actually works too. That's good enough. And I'm going to be using, it's a MAC, and it is one of their matte colors. It is Candy Yum Yum. Love it. Just a super bright, kind of like in between a hot pink and a fuchsia, but just really pretty. If you want that retro look, mattes are the best way to go. You don't usually see pinup girls with like a really juicy glossy lip, so Matte is the best. So this does complete my little pinup look today. I do just a very classic winged eye and a nice, bright, pretty lip. So if you like what you see and you want to see more, let me know, because I will love to make some more videos. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll be seeing you again real soon.